Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost over 200 pounds and how I'm struggling to keep it off. So if that's what you were looking for, don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. My top 3 tips. I'm alive! Welcome back everyone. I am so glad that you stopped by to check out this video. I know it has been a little while since I've made a video for you, and it's been a really crazy time for me. It's hard to explain the situation, but I just hope that you guys can continue to support the channel and to be patient with me as I try and figure out my new path on YouTube and how I am making things work. So I decided that I would come on here, give you a little bit of a recap from the summer and let you know what I'm going to be doing going forward, let you know where I'm kind of at, and yeah, I guess just give you kind of the lay of the land of where the sitch is for me right now. In this video, I'm going to be doing quite a few things, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a line by line so that you kind of know what to expect, and then I will head into the video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about this last summer and how things went. I know that you guys saw that I had started a cut at the beginning of the summer and then it just kind of fell off the planet. So I'm sure you're curious as to what happened over the summer. Then I'm going to be talking about what I'm planning to do this fall, where I'm currently at, and what my plans are for going forward with losing weight and maintaining my weight loss. I will be putting in here all my weigh-ins from this past week, and I'll be putting in any exercise clips and things like that that might be interesting, maybe vlog clips, I don't know, whatever I find that I think is gonna be appropriate for this video. So I don't wanna make this intro super long because I know that my footage is long, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Let's talk about what happened last summer. So normally summer is my time to do a really intensive cut, to lose as much weight as I possibly can so that I can handle the rest of the year. It's the time that I have the most time off. I can really focus on myself. I can spend time in the pool, and I can just have time to deal with me. And that just didn't happen this summer. A couple of my kids ended up being in a musical this summer, and it took up way more of my time than I expected. We just had a lot more going on than usual this summer, and I just had a really hard time keeping up with the videos. I kept planning to make the videos, and I kept recording the stuff for the videos, but I could never find time to sit down and put my makeup on and do the video. Like, I didn't even put makeup on all summer, I swear. It was rough. Not my typical of how I usually do. I think I only got in the pool twice, which for my lipedema and lymphedema, you guys know, is probably not the best, but it is what had happened. It's just how it is. We also were really struggling financially on top of YouTube not making money. Our pay structure was changed, and I still am paying for my surgery. I still have like one more half a year of payments left, and just not making enough money. I'm not making enough money myself to cover my own bills. And so I was just eating whatever we had, which is often rice, because, you know, we have a big family. We have 9 kids, 7 of whom live with us. And, you know, we just have to sometimes get by on what we can get by. That's another aside. It doesn't really matter to you guys what my financial situation is, other than I was really having a hard time keeping keto foods in the house, keeping myself motivated. I ran out of Built bars. Like, I just was really struggling. I ate a lot of rice, ate a lot of carbs, which is not good for my lipedema. Also, I'm going through perimenopause. At first I thought maybe it was my medications that was causing it, but now that I've experienced it over and over, I'm realizing that I'm starting into those years where my cycles are starting to be off, which means my hormones are going to be up and down a lot, and that means a lot of weird weigh-ins, a lot of water retention, and lipedema deposits, which I'm kind of glad I know, but I'm also like not glad. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I posted a picture of my calf where I've noticed a lipedema nodule that has grown, that is new. I know part of it is because I am overeating and I'm giving my body extra calories to deposit. I am praying a lot of it is just not lipedema and that it's mostly just regular body fat that I can cut back off. But I mean, at this point, there's just no way really for me to know what is actually causing the body fat growth. I mean, obviously, if you're eating too much, you're gonna gain weight. That's just normal. But for me, it's not like as simple as that anymore, which is lame. Can I just say? It's really frustrating. Also, you know that I've had some really bad mental health struggles. I started last year when I was diagnosed, about a year ago actually, with ADHD. I started talking about it on the channel. People didn't really want to hear about it. That really hurt my feelings, and I kind of just retreated. That was like the downfall from YouTube, is when I started sharing about my journey with ADHD and getting diagnosed, and people reacted negatively, which I now know is because I'm also on the spectrum, and any kind of negative feedback of any kind tends to throw me in a tailspin. I have rejection sensitivity dysphoria, which means that I just take things way too personally and I cannot control it. It sucks. It really sucks. Even when I know this is a thing and I talk myself out of it, use tools to prevent myself from freaking out, I still freak out. And so when that all started and people did not receive my diagnosis well and like told me that I was using it as an excuse, I really got upset and I couldn't deal. As you guys probably saw in some of my rage videos back in January, I was pretty mad about the reaction that I was receiving to my mental health videos. I really would have liked to have talked about that. I think I would have liked to continue on that vein and make videos. I know this is a weight loss channel, but it is central. It is central. This diagnosis is central to my weight loss journey. Now that I can see more of the picture, now I can see more of what's involved, it kind of frustrates me that I was not able to share that very much. I know there are a lot of people out there that could identify with this and possibly have undiagnosed mental health issues that they just don't realize they have. To me, I always thought mental health issues were like something that was caused by trauma, or because, you know, like I just didn't really buy into the whole depression, anxiety, brain, serotonin whole deal. I tend to be skeptical by nature, and I tend to not believe stuff, especially if everyone's talking about it. I usually tend to avoid it, which is part of the reason why I was never diagnosed, because I tend to do that. These are all symptoms of autism. These are all signs that I have it. That, coupled with the fact that I have demand avoidance, and so when people would comment saying like, you need to make videos about this, I immediately are like, no. And like, I'm starting to understand why YouTube was really hard for me. I mean, it was great when I felt like I was an expert in this subject. And in order for me to be the expert in this subject, I have to be on an ADHD hyperfocus of studying that subject and putting it into practice. Now that I am not doing that anymore, I just don't know what to say. And I feel like I just am not an expert anymore. And so I feel like people shouldn't watch me because of that. And I know that's all up in here, but even knowing that doesn't make it any easier. So for the last entire year, I have been adjusting my medications, trying to figure out a proper dosage of stimulant medication for my ADHD that doesn't hyperinflate my anxiety level, which is what was happening in January, and allows me to function long enough to get through my day. We're still working on it. We finally settled on 30 milligrams of methylphenidate long-acting extended release. I do have more anxiety with it, and I'm just learning to live with that. I did try taking an anti-anxiety medication, and that just was bad. It's probably a bad time to be doing that with perimenopausal symptoms, because it's so hard to tell which is which. At first, I started having both at the same time, and I still don't know if like it was caused by medication or perimenopause. So I don't need extra stuff to stress out over. Me and my psychiatrist have really worked hard on figuring me out. I literally sometimes sound loony, and I don't know how she puts up with me, but I also have been going to therapy. I don't know that the therapy helps that much, but it does help with my need to talk, which is an incessant issue that is part of why I'm good at YouTube, but also part of why I get frustrated with my whole entire life. I have a hard time keeping friends. Like, I have a lot of things going on. So as I like to come across as like I've got it all together, let's be in reality here, and I'm going to tell you that I just really don't. Like I said, I have 9 children, 7 of whom live with me. I am currently homeschooling 2 of them. Both of them have ADHD diagnosed and are under right now for diagnoses for the process to discover if they are also autistic, which I highly believe they are. Also, I believe I am. And most people are just like, you're on the spectrum, and they don't believe me, and which is making me even more frustrated because I'm like, you don't understand. I'm like, God, that in here. Anyway, I'm not going to try and explain it to you because it doesn't matter. It is what it is, and I am who I am, and you guys liked me before, and it's not anything different other than just knowing like why I do things weird. And part of the reason I'm so good at YouTube is because of those things. So I'm trying to embrace that. That's my long story short of where I'm at with my mental health journey. My weight at the beginning of the summer was about 220, and my weight now is also 220. So honestly, like, as much as that's a bummer, I'm super sad because I'd really like to be back in the 190s. I am not comfortable above 200 pounds mentally, emotionally, physically, any of that. Also, going this whole entire time without putting any extra weight on, I'm just trying to be happy about that. But in reality, it is starting to really affect my life. It's hard because, like I told Dave, I'm like, I can either be mentally stable and happy and 400 pounds and super fat, or I can be sad and stressed out and frustrated and be smaller. It's tough to choose. There is apparently no in between for me. When I was obese and I was losing weight, I was on the high of losing weight. I was on that ADHD hyperfocus of learning and excited and share with everybody and tell everybody it's a miracle, you know, like finally something that works. Well, the reason it worked was because I was able to focus on it long enough. Part of my problem is, you know, being able to keep going. And now that I'm trying to do this boring part of maintaining for years and years and years, it's way harder. My emotions are all over the place. My mental health is really, really hard. And I will be 100% honest with you. Chewing helps me. And it's the only thing I can explain. I have an incessant desire to constantly eat. If I am not eating, I am talking, which is part of the reason I talk so much, and I apologize to people, but I'm like, if I don't talk, I will be eating. Like, and I don't want to be eating all day. And I also grind my teeth severely, like constantly, like all the time. I'm contemplating getting Botox in here if I ever find some cash. I don't have cash at the moment, but I've heard that if you put Botox in your muscles, it can like at least cause it to not hurt as much when you do chew. It doesn't stop the chewing, but it like makes the muscles weaker. I don't know. I mean, whatever. I don't know. That's on the table because I am like literally the teeth grinding is likely to put me in the hospital. I am losing it. I can't stand that I can't stop doing it. I get really fidgety, antsy, like I just need to eat. It is so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Oh my gosh, I said I wasn't gonna talk forever and here I have talked forever already. Let's just move on. So I didn't lose any weight in the summer. Sorry. I recorded videos for you, never edited them. We're just moving on. We're just moving on. So we are back to trying again. For fun and for my mental stability, I'm gonna put a picture I took, gosh, I don't even know how many years ago. It was probably, gosh, I just really don't know. I took a before picture in bra and panties. I didn't think I had ever done that. I found it randomly when I was going through my computer. It was from years ago, before I lost weight the first time, I think. I think it was before I lost weight the first time, and it was like a before picture. And I'm just gonna put it in here to remind you guys where I have been, to remind myself where I have come from, and to remember, girl, even though you have put on some weight, you are still miles healthier and in a better place than you were before. And to remind myself that I don't want to go back there because my fear motivator, which was keeping me really going, the fear of death, is kind of disappeared. Now my fear motivators are what are people going to think about me putting weight on? Like that's not a good motivator. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't care what people think, which is, you know, whatever. But obviously I do. Obviously I do, because that's obviously on my mind. So regardless, we're back to square one, and I am recording this video after doing my whole first week back on my diet. So I decided I needed to go back to the beginnings of how I do things, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna be happy because I literally recorded my food this week. Yes, I did. Are you proud of me? You should be, because it's hard. But I also know that if I know that I'm filming my food, I am much less likely to put over the amount that I should on my plate, or just not worry about tracking or whatever. If I know I'm gonna record it, it's just a whole other level of keeping myself accountable. So I decided I'll go back to recording my food, as much as I really don't want to. So I did record my food this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all the food clips in and my exercise clips just along with it, like I usually did before. I'm back in dance. This was like the first week of dance as well. I'm taking a jazz contemporary class similar to the one last year, but my daughter is no longer my teacher. I have a new teacher. My daughter is pregnant. I don't know that I announced that on here. Actually, I didn't. And you know what? There's people that are wondering what is going on with my kids, so maybe I should talk about that really quick. So my daughter, who was my teacher, she has been married 2 years, and she is expecting a baby boy in January, and she has taken time off of teaching dance to enjoy having her first pregnancy and just living in the moment, you know, and I gotta give her props for that. So she's no longer my clogging teacher or my jazz teacher, which means I have new teachers, which is like a whole other thing, and trying to record in class with a new teacher is a little awkward, but I did accomplish recording, so there is some of it in here for you guys, and I got brave. That was hard. That's really hard for me to just put myself out there and say, by the way, I'm gonna record myself. It's awkward. And my other daughter-in-law, who I announced quite a while ago, she was supposed to be having a baby right now. She actually had a miscarriage at 12 weeks. It was really heart-wrenching. I didn't really talk about it because I wasn't making videos. And I know there are people wondering if I have a new grandbaby, and I do not. But happy news. They announced to us just this last week that they are expecting a baby in March now. So I have another grandbaby coming in March, so that'll be 3 grandbabies for me. My little grandson turns 2 in October, and he's the one that lives in Kentucky. They actually now moved to Indiana just this past week. A lot of things going on for them. So they now live in Indiana, and then my other daughter lives close to me. We adopted her from India when she was 3, so if you're wondering who she is, if you've seen her on my family channel, I know we're really behind, don't say anything. She's expecting a baby in January. So now you all this is video so long. I know, I'm sorry. Me. Yep, sorry. Hope you like it. No more sorry. You just like it. If you don't like it, go away. Food videos coming up now. Alrighty guys, it is 5:30. I just got to the dance studio. Tonight is my first jazz class for the 2023-2024 season. I'm a little nervous. I have a new teacher. It's not my daughter anymore, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to film because of that. But I am going to eat probably within the next, half hour or so, and I'm just going to film it while I'm in the car so that I don't have to film it in the studio. I showed you what I put into my sludge. There's videos on how I make the Keto Chow sludge on my channel. There's a short, and there's also a video. So if you just search that, I'm sure you can find it. Keto Chow sludge. But it's basically protein powder and yogurt, sweetener, whatever you want to add in. And you saw that I put 250 grams of Fage Greek yogurt, and then I mixed it with 30 grams of the 25 grams of the Keto Chow protein powder. I added 1 squirt of stevia, and then I also added 50 grams of almond milk to thin it out, make it nice and smooth. On top, I put 25 grams of sugar-free whipped cream and 12 grams of the Perfect Keto chocolate cereal. I'm also going to be having another, one of the new Built Bars, the cupcake sprinkles, and that is going to be my second meal of the day, and I will be having a third. I decided I was going to try and do 3 meals a day to see if that goes okay. Wish me luck. So far, I've been still pretty dang ornery. And I forgot my Soleil water that I was bringing with me, so I'm going to be pretty dang late and pretty dang ornery and pretty dang tired and all of the things tonight when I get home at 9:30 p.m. I'm going to have to rethink Mondays, I think. but we'll see. Anyway, that's going to be my second meal of the day. Alrighty guys, so I loved my class. It was actually really fun. I like that teacher. I've had her before, back in 2020, before COVID. And then it's 10:30 and I just got home and then my kids wanted to talk for a while, and so now I'm finally eating. I am having a 10-ounce top sirloin steak, well, do 5 ounces, and a cup of green beans with 5 grams of butter. That's going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is Tuesday. Oh wait, it's only day 2 of this thing. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. I have a cold. And I don't know, I have so much to say, and yet I don't want to say anything. I haven't eaten yet today. All I had was my Keto brew this morning with 40 grams of half and half in it and some stevia. And then got so busy, and a lady down the street complained about my dogs again, which infuriates me and made me super angry. And then I got really busy and didn't get anything done. And so last minute, I'm trying to eat something right before I have to leave. I literally have to leave in 20 minutes to go to dance. I'm supposed to go clogging at from 8 to 9. So it's not a good combination. And then I was also facing food paralysis because of my ADHD and because I haven't been eating keto, and I'm literally just standing in front of my fridge just like crying and not knowing what to do. So forgive me as I figure this out. I don't profess to be like the guru of all things. Regardless, I'm about to have my first meal of the day. So I'm having 20 grams of center cut bacon, 1 egg, 45 grams of mozzarella cheese made into a little taco, and some yogurt sludge. This is made with 250 grams of Greek yogurt mixed with 20 grams of Keto Chow strawberry cream, their new flavor, not the core one, but the regular one. And I put in 50 grams of almond milk to thin it out, and 2 squirts of berry mio. I think it's acai berry mio. Oh my gosh, guys, my brain. And 25 grams of sugar-free whipped cream on top. And the chocolate stuff is shaved Lily's chocolate because I left my Lily's chocolate chips in the car. They melted. And I put 6 grams of grated Lily's chocolate on top. Go me. And that's going to be my first meal of the day. I ate that already. Yep. Whoops. Alrighty guys, it is 10 o'clock. I just got home from clogging. It is Tuesday night. And I'm about to have my final meal of the day. Dave made me some yummy dinner. I am having 250 grams of zoodles, and I think I don't know how many tomatoes. I didn't count that. So, like, let's just say 40 grams of tomatoes because that's what it looks like. And then I have 250 grams of Real Good Food chicken nuggets cooked in the air fryer. On top of that, 175 grams of Lucini marinara and 30 grams of mozzarella cheese. Can't wait to eat this yummy dinner and go to bed. And that's going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is almost 3 o'clock. I have to leave in literally 5 minutes. I have to scarf my food to go get my daughter from school so I can go pick my other daughter from her class. Anyway, this is what I'm having for my first meal of the day. I'm having another egg and cheese taco. This is with 40 grams of mozzarella and an egg, 20 grams of center cut bacon, and Keto Chow sludge. This time I made it with vanilla cream Keto Chow, 25 grams, 250 grams of Fage Greek yogurt, 2 capfuls of lemon juice, 2 squirts of lemonade Mio water enhancer, 50 grams of almond milk to thin it out, and 30 grams of blueberries on top, and 25 grams of sugar-free whipped cream. That's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's like 8 o'clock at night, and I totally tracked a built puff to eat at the dance studio and then forgot to eat it while I was there, which is great, except for now I am literally dying because I'm so hungry. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this while I'm waiting for Dave to finish my tacos. I know it's close, so I was going to eat this after dinner. So now I'm going to eat it before dinner because I am ravenously starving. And you know, when you get ravenously starving, you get really grumpy and you start crying and all that. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to eat this right now. Alright, it is almost 9 and my dinner's finally ready. I'm so hungry. And I'm having shredded chicken green enchilada tacos. So this is 200 grams of shredded chicken with 2 ounces of green chili enchilada sauce, a package of Quest cheddar cheese chips, 60 grams of salsa, 60 grams of tomatoes, a couple teaspoons of green onion, a bit of lettuce. Oh yeah, 20 grams of sour cream on top. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's almost 4 o'clock on Thursday. As you can see, the reason why I haven't really been dieting is because my schedule is much more complicated. I can't eat at like 1 or 2 o'clock some days like I normally do, and then I'm left with the debate, do I eat early and risk being starving at late at night, which is my nemesis time, or do I eat later and just like suffer through the day? Today was a suffer day. My kids have a class at 1:30 on Thursdays at the library that's like far away, so by the time I get back and fix everything to eat, it's basically time for me to leave again, which is like, you know, I have 10 minutes to snarf this down, which I also hate because I really like to enjoy my food, especially when I'm dieting and I don't get much. Regardless, this is what I'm having for my first meal of the day. Same sludge as yesterday with the vanilla cream keto chow, lemon juice, lemonade Mio, 50 grams of almond milk, 250 grams of Fage, Greek yogurt, 30 grams of blueberries, 25 grams of whipped cream. I think I remember everything. An egg taco, same as yesterday, 40 grams of mozzarella, 1 egg. Today I'm having sausages because I forgot to cook the bacon and I had these already cooked and I heated them in the microwave. 3 Falls brand sausage links and a Built Bar. That is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's a little after 5 and I'm still hungry. I just feel like I didn't get enough food. That's the hardest part about doing this, is that my brain tells me I need to eat and eat and eat. So I am going to go ahead and have some of these Winky brand Jellos. I don't actually track these. I know it's probably like, whatever, but I consider them to be free food, and I will literally let myself eat as many of them as I need to. I don't think I've ever eaten more than, I don't know, 8. That's a lot. I'm probably not going to eat that many, but I let myself like fill up on gelatin, this sugar-free base, 5 calories per pack, so I don't really track it. When I'm struggling to try and keep my stomach feeling full, it doesn't always work, but I'm going to try it right now because I'm really tempted to eat some more Built Bars or go fix myself some more food, but I really want to save it for dinner in a couple hours, so I'm going to have me some Jell-O. Alrighty guys, it's 9 o'clock and I'm finally having my final meal of the day. Today I am having zoodles with chicken breast and Alfredo sauce. So I have 250 grams of zoodles, 120 grams of Alfredo sauce, 8 ounces of chicken breast, 20 grams of mozzarella cheese. I think that's everything, and that is going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is 2:41 on Friday. I've lost track of time again. And I'm about to have my first meal of the day. I am having same macros as yesterday, egg taco. Obviously it didn't go that great, but whatever. 2 pieces of burned bacon, that's 15 grams. And my regular sludge like yesterday. And that is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 8 o'clock. I just got home from the dance studio and I tried on my Nutcracker costume from last year. And needless to say, hey, I have to be proud of myself because I could zip it. But let's just say the girls, well, they is poppin'. I didn't really have any girls, if you know what I'm saying, last year because I basically had dieted them all away because the fat in my legs will not diet out. And the only thing that was left to lose was the weight in my, you know, girls. And now it's come all back. And yeah, it was deciding. So I'm going to have to lose some weight if I'm going to be in the Nutcracker. So wish me luck, guys. So here we are, motivation. So tonight I made myself 200 grams of zucchini noodles topped with 30 grams of mozzarella cheese, 150 grams of Lucini marinara sauce, and on top of that I've got some real good food chicken nuggets, 200 grams worth. I'm also going to have for dessert a Quest cookie. That's going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is Saturday. I am heading out to the amusement park with my kids. It is 3:30 and on the way there while I'm driving I'm going to be eating a keto sandwich. I made this with 2 pieces of the Oro wheat keto bread. I've tried this a few times and the wheat doesn't seem to bother me that's in it, so go figure, hopefully it won't today. I have 1 egg on here and 57 grams of Land of Frost ham and 6 grams of mayonnaise. I'm gonna eat this on the way, and then I have some Built Bars and Quest stuff. I'm gonna show you if I eat it while I'm sitting in line for the new ride that they are opening today. And yeah, that's gonna be my first meal of the day. Okay, so we're in bad traffic. I feel like we're never gonna get there. So I'm having a Built Bar because I'm still hungry and I don't wanna, I was saving it for the ride line, but now I'm like, I'm in line still. So anyway. Well, since we're getting nowhere fast, I thought I'd give you a little bit. Oh man, I gotta shift. Hang on. Oh, and now I gotta go back to first gear. I hate traffic with a stick shift car. Basically sucks. Anyway, this is a new bar from Built Bar. It is the, oh my gosh, Rocky Road Puff. It has almonds, real marshmallows, so yes, it does have some sugar. It's 8 grams of carbs. It's really yummy, guys. Oh man, I bet you couldn't guess. We've been in this spot for exactly 33 minutes. There's something wrong with the ride. We haven't moved at all. Jasper has to go to the bathroom. We're all hot. None of us have water. We're in a no airflow area. Fun time. Can we see anything? No? Oh, there we go. Whoa. Oh, that's why it's... Whoa! It took us 3 hours to ride the ride. Crazy. And now we're having Arby's for dinner, and I'm just having half a pound of roast beef. That's it, and a Coke Zero. Alrighty guys, it is 2:30. I just got home from church and I'm exhausted. I am out of all of my keto regular foods. I don't have anything to make. So I just digged through some of my keto chow samples that I have, and I haven't really tried a lot of the savory stuff. So I decided to try it. And this is the chicken soup. You probably saw from the last clip if I put it in there. I'm having a keto chow chicken soup. I added 26 grams of melted butter to it, and I just made it be hot water. I didn't boil it because it says it'll ruin it if it's boiling, but it's really hot. I heated it up in the microwave. I added in 1 little bit of bouillon just for some salt. You're supposed to add salt and pepper to taste. I added bouillon because I just love the flavor of the Knorr chicken bouillon, and some pepper. And I added in 100 grams of canned chicken, like right out of the can. And then I put some butter on a piece of, well, I'm just going to show you. I've got a piece of keto bread. I put 5 grams of butter on this. And then this is what the soup looks like after I fixed it up. I tasted it. It was pretty decent. I'm also going to be having one of those Built Fruity bars. These come out on Thursday, I think it is. They're pretty good. They taste kind of like fruity cereal, but they're not what I expected. I thought it would be like chunky fruity cereal, like actually crunched in, but it's really just the fruity cereal flavor. So if you're looking for a new fruit and chocolate bar, it's pretty decent. I like it. I might buy some. I don't know. But they're probably going to be out really soon if they aren't out already. So I let you guys know so you don't miss out, because they don't last when they do these, what do you call them? Limited release. They like to do limited release flavors just so that they can make lots of different flavors, and they don't have a facility big enough to maintain all those flavors for long periods of time, if you're wondering why they do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat because I have a photo shoot in a little while that I gotta go do, and I'll catch you guys later. Alrighty guys, it's like 8:30. I'm about to have my final meal of the day. I am having a top round steak. This is 10 ounces of steak and 200 grams of yellow squash that our neighbor gave us out of their yard. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty, Friday. Okay, there you had all of the things. So you can see I had a great week this week. I did really good with my food, and even when I went to the amusement park and we had to stand in line for a whole hour while the ride was broken down, I don't know if I put any of that in here. I think I did, so I hope you enjoyed that. I went on a roller coaster. It was super fun. So my calories for the week were 1366, 1415, 1361, 1384, 1382, 1420, and 1389 for an average of 1388. When I set this out, I decided I was just gonna see what calories I could do. If it was 1800, great. If it was 1300, great. I was just gonna see how much I could make myself handle, like how little I could handle. And so I didn't really have a plan that way. I was just gonna do what I do. My biggest issue was that before I started this, I was eating in the mornings, and now I felt like I needed to push later so that I just didn't feel like very antsy. Because you know, if you've been here long enough, you know that my worst time of night is like 10 o'clock at night when I'm trying to go to sleep and all I want to do is watch TV and munch on popcorn and all those things. And so I know that the later I eat, the better for me. I know that doesn't work for everybody else, but for me, that's what makes my mental health handle the best. And so if I put it off when I'm busy in the morning, homeschooling the kids, which is, by the way, what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I don't have a watch anymore. My watch broke. It's sad. I'm frustrated without my watch, but it is what it is, and I can't afford another one. Let's see. So I was pleasantly surprised that I actually kept it under 1400 calories. So that is amazing. The way I like to do it is I like to have a protein number that is at least 10% of my calorie number. So my protein grams are 10% of what my calories are. That makes them about 40% of my caloric intake, which is good. So my proteins for the week were averaged at 151, which is above. So I'm like, yay, go me. My carbs were also above what I like to have it at. My carbs, I like 21 net or below, and they were 29 this week. But in all honesty, I actually wasn't watching my macros at all this week. I was only watching the calories. So I'm pleasantly surprised that, considering I wasn't even looking at those things, still my carbs were pretty low. So that's pretty good. My fats were 65, which is really great. I love that. Nice and low. That means less calories. And so I think I did really great in the food department this week. I actually didn't feel miserable. I thought I would. I thought I would be sad. I thought I would be frustrated. And in actuality, I'm pretty chill, which makes me think maybe I have enough body fat on my body that my body's not gonna panic. But you know, it's only been 1 week, so we're not getting too excited. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you all of my weigh-ins. And then I'm gonna come back and talk about the weigh-ins. And the very end of the video, I'm gonna let you guys see the 360. Honestly, I don't think there's any change, but because I know some people like it, I'm gonna throw it at the end. If you don't like it, you can skip it, because I know there's people that don't. So hard to keep up with all of you on what you like and what you don't. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the weigh-ins.
Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing, no. I just want you. Something you and me, oh.
All right, so like I said, I started around 220. My highest weight that I saw on the scale during the summer and during this whole entire thing, this whole year, is 222. That's like my lucky number, and I really don't want to go above it. And that's what scares me when I hit 222. I start to panic because I'm like, no, this is a no. This is a hard pass. We got to get this taken care of. And so that's why I started doing this, because I saw it again. Monday, 219. Tuesday, 221.6, Wednesday, 219.8, Thursday, 218.7, Friday, 215.2, Saturday, 215.2, and Sunday, 218.9. I think that Sunday weigh-in was because I stood in line so long, because it hurts my feet and my knees and back and all the things when because I'm old, standing in that line forever in the heat. So Who knows, but it's annoying. I was kind of not happy about it after seeing that 215. Regardless, the average for the week is 218.3, which is a loss of 1.7 pounds because I'm just going to go by that 220. It's not a stellar first week. Let's be honest. Mentally, I'm handling it okay, but I'm also kind of like, wow, where's my big whoosh, you know? Like, usually when you go from carbs to no carbs, you get that big water weight drop, and I didn't get it. And so that's frustrating. I don't really know why. Maybe it'll come this week. We'll see. I'm ovulating, and hormonal things do weird things to my body. I always retain water when I ovulate, so who the heck knows? Who the heck knows? I do not know. Not going to worry about it. Just going to keep pushing forward. If you don't hear from me, it's not necessarily because I'm not doing it. It's probably because I can't find time to sit down and record these videos because it takes so long. It has taken me like 2 hours to put on my makeup and make this video for you. And it's just really hard to fit that into my life. Like, my kids are literally downstairs waiting for me to come down and do school, and then we're going to have like a time crunch to get it done before dance. So, it's fine. They have ADHD. They are not going to complain about me not showing up to school. It's me that's going to have to suffer. All right. So thanks for coming to my life update. Week 1 of 2023 fall keto weight loss cut. Hopefully it keeps going well. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm hopeful. All of the things. And I'm going to throw the 360 in here for you guys. And I'll see you all again soon.
Yeah. What's on my best life, yeah. You both what's on my best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. You both what's on my best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing,